Acupuncture can cure many bodily ailments, but what happens when your computer gets sick? Of course, you take it to a technician. Today, we're in UPTECH Computers in Altamont Springs, where they'll show you firsthand how they repair computers. Today, we're happy to be talking with Dan Lepresto, Information Technology and Security Professional from UPTECH Computers. Welcome, Dan, to Asian InfoBiz, and thanks for speaking with us.
Thanks for having me.
Now, you must see a lot of broken computers in the course of an average workday. Now, what are some of the more common problems that you would see in an average computer that you would service here?
Some of the problems come in as viruses. A computer's infected, it's not functioning properly or whatnot, and the person brings their computer in and we address the virus and remove it from the computer. Other times it may be that it's a hardware issue, something's conflicting or not working well. Also a software issue. Sometimes there are software conflicts that cause the computer to malfunction. Beyond that, sometimes someone needs some other type of service, as well as possibly a new computer. But when it comes to saying broken, by broken we don't necessarily mean physically broken, though that does happen. It could also just be that something's conflicting and not working. A virus is not physically breaking the computer, nor is it eating the computer, but it could be damaging files, causing corruption, etc. So it does need to be addressed.
Right.
Other times, it could just simply be a hardware component that's been plugged in but is not working and just needs an update in and of itself.
All right.
Such as, if the computer is on and somewhat functioning but having some type of issue, try rebooting the computer. Or power it off. Wait a few minutes, then power it back on, allowing it to boot up clean in a sense. If there's no power to the computer or to the monitor, check and make sure that the cables are tightly plugged in, that the surge protector you're using or power strip, make sure that it functions for other electronics, etc. that are plugged into it, making sure that those have power. If they do not, then something could be wrong with the power strip, the surge protector, or possibly even the wall outlet you're plugged into. Now, also see if you can identify when the problem started and what might have actually caused it. Did you recently install software on the computer, or did you download something? Actions such as downloading a new program or some files could have adversely affected the computer. And if you'll share that information with the technician, that person will understand a little bit more about the problem and likely get it fixed a lot quicker. Lastly, when you decide to bring your computer in, if it's a desktop, unless there's a specific problem with the mouse, the monitor, the keyboard, the speakers, or the power cable, you probably best leave those items home. Instead, bring with you only the box itself, the computer, the CPU as it's called. On the flip side, however, if you have a laptop, not only do you want to bring the laptop itself with you, but you want to bring the power cable to it as well. Laptops, of course, have batteries, but they only last so long. You want to definitely have that power cable so that we can keep your battery charged while we diagnose the issue. In the end, you want to make sure that the right components come with the computer, and if you do bring anything extra, we may send it home with you, only because we want to make sure that it remains with you if it's not necessary to fix the problem.
What types of services do you offer here at UPTECH Computers?
We offer several services, actually. We upgrade computers that need to be running faster or need to be more compatible. We sell computers, laptops and desktops, new and used. We also repair problems with computers. If there's some type of conflict or a virus, we take care of virus removal, data backup. We also do video game system repairs, as well as that on iPhones.
Okay.
With respect to data backup, to explain a little bit more about that, what we can help you do is develop a methodology, in a sense, to back up or copy data from your computer to a portable device so that that data is kept safe should something happen to the computer. And by data, I don't mean programs like WordPerfect or Excel or Word, etc. I'm really referring to the files, those files that are important to you, such as your resume, music and video files, movies, your Word documents, Excel spreadsheets, etc. Those are files that, should something happen to the computer, are going to be a lot harder to replace than a simple program, like Word or WordPerfect. So those files need to be backed up, and we'll work with you to make sure that those files are kept safe. Likewise, we do data recovery. Should you delete a file or several files or be unable to access certain files, we'll work with you to see if we can resurrect that data and bring it back to function for you, back to life in a sense. With respect to gaming system repair, we fix the big three. You've got the Nintendo Wii, the PlayStation 3, and the Xbox 360. The kind of problems you might face with each of these devices include the red ring of death on the Xbox 360, or your PlayStation 3 may have trouble reading discs or locking up on you. Likewise, the Wii may have some other problems where it's not recognizing remotes, it's having some type of issues with the motion control, or some other problem. Maybe it too is not reading the discs that you put in. It's important to get those systems fixed because you spent a lot of money on them. And here at UPTECH, we charge a nominal fee to get your systems back to running the way they should. Additional services we offer include website design, personal websites as well as business, and we also do website hosting. So you don't need to find a separate provider. We'll actually host your website for you, as well as design it and customize it to make it meet your needs. Likewise, we do digital security systems. We install them and configure them for you so that you can monitor your home or business from any internet-based computer. You can record all activity that's going on for later use as necessary. The alarm system can send an alert to your cell phone letting you know that something's going on, and send an audible alarm out at that location to scare off intruders. A complete security system in your home or business that doesn't require a monthly service to maintain.
How would the functions of a laptop differ from an iPad or other computer tablet?
Well, an iPad is portable like a laptop, but it's also generally used to have specific functions, such as book reading or downloading certain materials that is provided by Apple. To elaborate a little bit more about the differences between an iPad and a laptop or tablet, an iPad is a smaller device, first of all. It's a lot smaller than the average laptop. The screen is around 9.7 inches in length. iPads are generally used for not only ebook reading, but you can listen to music on them, play games, download applications, and interact with it in sort of a leisurely type way, whereas a laptop generally is going to be used for more productivity, really, internet surfing and browsing, typing up documents, printing them out, etc. But still, the iPad has a lot of other features to it as well, and a lot of special capabilities. Folks, you can watch TV on an iPad, you can browse for music, go through iTunes and download your favorite songs, listen to them as well. It has Bluetooth in it, a lot of neat features. Overall, it's certainly a niche item. It's one that you're going to use for more recreational than you will for business and such. But it's definitely something that can be considered a great purchase for you, depending on what your needs are.
Let's say I'm looking to buy a computer. What sort of questions should I ask the salesperson?
Before you ask any question to the salesperson, I recommend that you first know what your budget really is. How much money do you plan on spending on this computer, and what's the cushion you might have, maybe a little bit more or less than that amount. Beyond that, what type of computer do you want with respect to portability? Do you want a desktop system, one that will be fixed in one location but have a full keyboard and a monitor and a mouse? Or do you need a computer that's portable, one that you can take with you, so like a laptop or something similar? Likewise, what will you be doing with this computer, such as will you be using desktop editing software and video editing software or possibly photo editing software? Will you be gaming with this computer? Will you be doing something that's intense that needs a higher speed processor and a faster computer? Gaming requires a system with a lot of RAM, a lot of hard drive space, great video card. On the flip side, maybe you'll just be on the internet doing some occasional searching here and there, or average use, email. You might use some productivity software, Word, Excel, PowerPoint, OpenOffice. If that's the case, a middle-of-the-road system will probably do you good. Something that's peppy and fast, but isn't overkill and doesn't have your budget way out of whack. Right. It is possible that the system you need actually does need to be rather basic. A computer that you're going to use either for limited internet browsing and maybe printing here and there, or a system that may be used by children. In that case, you may not want to buy a brand new $500 or $600 system. What you may want to look into is a refurbished computer or one that's slightly used. Now, going that route, however, you do want to have the computer looked over, made sure it's going to do all that it's supposed to do and it functions properly, and comes with a warranty. Fortunately, here at UPTECH Computer, all systems we sell come with warranty. So that way, you have the confidence that the computer you're buying, whether it be new, used, or refurbished, is going to work for you and live up to its expectations.
Do you see any trends in computers or electronics happening today?
There are several trends. What I tend to see is that computers are getting faster, they're getting smaller, they're getting cheaper, and most of all, they're taking on a whole new form, really. What you've got is a computer that can also take pictures and is also a phone and has a bunch of other capabilities with it. So the technology is sort of converging. But even if you just stick with a computer, the capabilities, the speed, the processing power, it's getting huge. The size of hard drives is just intensely increasing. What we used to call a few megabytes here and there as large and huge now means nothing in the world of gigabytes and terabytes. So between storage space increasing, RAM, speed capacity increasing, processors going faster, we've just got so much on our hands to look forward to.
Thanks again for coming to speak with us. We learned a lot, and we hope to see you soon. Next time on Asian Info Biz.